Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 220 of VarangianLP. And it is
Only
Star
200 to go.
Wars. Yeah, exactly. Or I could just wait 11 days also. But yeah, someday. But yeah, let's talk about last time on D&D.
We murdered a bunch of crabs and did not meet Caleb's character.
Accurate.
That's exactly what happened.
The crab murder was in service of picking up a shipment from the Pikes that had been arranged on Jeddah, and now we are on Jakku, or they are on Jakku. What was it, like 5 days? Some amount of travel time occurred. Some crafting happened.
Hyperspace
Some
travel.
drugs got made. Some med packs got made. Some trauma kits got made.
True.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And everyone remembered that they had motorcycles, so there was some Star Wars on motorcycles for a little while.
Yeah.
Everything's cool with a motorcycle.
Agreed.
Exactly.
Card games on motorcycles.
Especially if it flies, like in Star Wars.
Swoops are pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was one of the things that captured my imagination the most when I first watched Return of the Jedi as a child. Like, imagining just having a bike that could go, like, jet speeds.
Dude, that was like when I watched Tron Legacy, and they had those. It's like, yes, dog. Yes, I want one so bad.
The light cycles.
I want to just be able to, like, have a vehicle appear around me so I don't have to, like, get in a car and do anything.
Have you considered being the vehicle?
That's what I did. I became the vehicle. I am
but in
a vehicle.
Like in a cool Transformers way.
I mean, I would do that too. Yeah, if it were feasible.
Man, it has nothing to do with what we're about to do. But someone advised me to start watching the show Pantheon, which is like it's a quite cool, like.
It's so cool.
It's very cool. I enjoy it quite a bit, but Transformers did it better. All of these questions that they're asking have been asked in a more interesting and more horrifying way in IDW's Transformers comics run.
Are you on season 1?
I mean, hey, just because you're not Transformers, you shouldn't give up on making art.
No, I'm not. It's still good. I'm still.
Not all of us can be Transformers, Caleb.
I'm still in season 1. But
Dan Bush wrote the perfect song to watch, but people keep making new music.
I'm not saying. I am not saying, like, I was a philosophy major. All philosophy for the past 2,000 years has been a postscript to Plato. I'm not saying you're not allowed to make things because it was cool that it was already made in a different way. I'm just saying I find it personally very entertaining that an intellectual property that exists to sell toys has grappled with these same philosophical and technological existential questions that this award-winning short story author wrote and then made into a really cool animated series. Like, they're both cool and good. I just keep giggling because gay robots did it first. That's all.
There you go. That's true. Now I see your point.
Caleb, I will say, careful. Season 2 should have been 2 seasons. It gets real compact at the end of the show.
Okay. It's an animated series, so I'm used to that.
Well, season 2 is like it starts and then it just keeps going up and up and up, and then the last 2 episodes really kicks it up into a whole other gear.
So we were just talking about how we have limited time.
I know.
Play the game. I'm just telling the conversation in general.
Yeah.
That.
All right.
Punch a crab.
Hi. It is show time.
It is indeed. Oh god. Time to roll dice, etc. My little friends to talk of many things.
Mostly I'm concerned that Miles was about to throw out his bag rolling dice.
Huh?
when you started sitting up, you were like, oh! I was like, oh no, he's gonna old man himself rolling dice.
I think that just comes of being in your 30s.
Yeah, no.
True.
I say my back is in perfectly reasonable shape right now. But it will take me 40 feet to get to the crab. So I will bonus action dash to get there.
Do you not have fast movement as a berserker?
That is a
Regular 5e thing, not a Star Wars 5e thing?
yeah, that is an approach that has not been taken.
So
Yeah. It was other things were taken in
no.
whatchamacallit.
Choices had to be made.
Yeah, choices had to be made, and blind sight was prioritized.
Right. It's the instinct. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I remember now.
So, I'm running kind of short on maneuvers, so I think I'll just punch this thing twice, quite recklessly.
Get him.
Don't use all of your punches at once.
23 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Max damage, so 16 damage real quick.
Nice.
Follow-up strike.
Where's my...
Rain. 19 to hit. Which I'm pretty sure hits. I avoid that natural 1.
I think we had zeroed in to like 17 or something.
Yeah, something like that. And that's 12 damage. So, 28 damage in total. I've used my bonus action to get here. I'm good.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. How do you want to kill the last crab?
Oh, crap.
Is the crab.
Wait, it is the last one, right? I think it
Yes.
is the last one.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that it had been hurt. Yeah, Ty will tackle it, double leg it into the ground, and then just headbutt directly into its skull to crack open the exoskeleton and get at the tender giblets within.
Yeah, it had already taken 36 damage. Maybe it happened after you left, too, potentially.
Very likely.
ZT and Murr both whacked it a time or two.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we put Murr inside of the suit. That's why.
But anyway, good job. We, turns out we should have just talked for 5 minutes less so Miles could take one last turn to get out of combat last session. But that's okay. We did it now. Congratulations.
I mean, look, that would require us not to talk, and quite frankly, that's most of what we do.
Yeah, I mean, that's really the main reason we're here.
Like I say, you don't hear me objecting to that.
As far as I know, there's no deadline for anything involving this group. So, except for the occasional deadline where someone has to sleep. But like overall, we don't have to be done with this.
Right. We don't have to end the game by a time frame. Very true. Okay. Good work, everybody.
Yeah.
You saved 2 of the pikes.
That's more than we expected.
If
And
it's okay.
and more importantly, the cargo.
Oh, good. Fishmen live.
The crate is damaged though. They did manage to hit it a couple times.
If it's all right with everybody, I would like to walk up to near Routa and kind of hail the one pike syndicate guy that's next to me. Like, are you all right? This doesn't happen every day, does it? Be a terrible job.
Yes, I'm all right. Thank you. And no,
Well-
it does not happen every day.
You should be thanking our captain over there.
Terribly sorry about your friend, though. Or co-worker, I suppose.
Yes, thank you, Captain. He's
Is no problem. Cargo is damaged. Is inside
Yes.
intact or just box?
The pike goes over and checks. We're good, but we're just gonna need to recrate it. And we're gonna have to not crash on the way back to the city.
Probably best you not crash.
They'll kill us all if this spice is fed to the desert.
Yes, that would be horrible.
I was about to ask, Glitter Eyes, what do your drug noses smell?
Drugs.
Don't get too close to it, Chad. We're still on the job.
I'm good. I make my own stuff now.
But yeah, pretty much there's like an inner seal on the package that isn't broken, but the outer shell has a crack in it.
Okay.
So if basically it has lower HP, it's more likely to be destroyed.
Don't worry, Clue can probably. Oh. Damn it!
Well, we gotta get some. Do you have a spare crate for it, or should we see about patching the thing?
Not in the middle of the desert.
Fair enough.
We'll have to head back. Well, but really, we're not supposed to continue with the smuggler from this point. Do you have crates? Yes.
In ship? Yes.
All right. Well, it's on you at this point officially, so just make sure that happens.
Say, Bluefin, do me a favor, write out receipt, say, crate damaged when we get, and he sign.
Well, we on it, Captain. We can sort of beat booping away on the stuff.
I'm not really sure we're supposed to keep paperwork when doing illegal activities.
Just
Putting it out there.
You would be amazed the amount of
just internal thing. Don't have to say what's in crates, just crate damaged.
As a Type A person, Aurora will be kind of beat booping away, not even look at you and be like, Chad, there's nothing on Earth that I won't document. These records are important. Without them, we won't be able to prove what we did.
Yeah, and that's how they prove that we did it also in court.
ZT says, what records do you speak of?
Also, if you,
I'm in the middle of a thing, Rob.
Sorry.
What records do you speak of?
Are you... Is ZT... Okay. So then I would just kind of flip a couple of windows and just scrolled just through a multi-partite record-keeping like data sheet that just has basically all of our bullshit logged into it.
Oh, good. All of our crimes found in one place.
No, not all of it. Some of this stuff I got from Clue. It's just maintenance records, purchasing logs.
What's this one that says route to stupid dance?
You just see ZT like whirring for a moment, checking, and then he says, "I have secured your records. The password will change at a set time interval. Here is your comm link."
Great. VPN, how joyous.
Just so I'm clear for my sake, Aurora, it's not just our crimes, it's all of the things we do to our ship, and the way we spend our money, and all of our activity that we've ever done. Yeah, great.
You say that like it's... How do you even live your lives? How do you know what you've done?
With my memory and trying to stay alive for people who want me dead.
Memory.
Have a brain.
You couldn't even remember the color purple last week.
You can't see colors.
Rouser turned into a new shape. I mean, we're all speculating on what color it was.
I see in heat. I cannot see colors, Aurora.
Well, what's the color of the hottest?
It's a shade. I don't know if it's the same color. I don't know what colors are.
It's hard to remember all the colors when he
If you
has
show
to
me
do
my
it
colors,
abstractly.
Thank you for signing documents. Now I don't have to kill you.
all be the same color.
You know, if I took the roof off of this speeder, I could probably repair the boxes. I mean, do they need a roof?
this is out of character, but just for fun, for you, all you players to know, ZT has left a back door in this Pike's comlink so he can listen in on the chewing out he will receive for failing to charge the sonic emitters.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
That's awesome.
Oh, they had thumpers for this, huh?
Well, no, reverse thumper. It's the keeps
It's
them
the
away.
fuck off. It's the fuck off thumper.
Yeah.
my experience is better to be thumped than unthumped, but
Alright, so does Spicy Jelly drive this speeder back and we leave you two to die out here?
Their speeder didn't get destroyed, I don't think. Did it?
No, there's nothing wrong with their speeder.
Yeah.
I'm just suggesting we take it in the crate. I'm joking. This is Ty making joke.
it's just not insane.
This is comedy.
Is the
Is this
oh,
for-
oh,
for
oh, did you
comedic
say
purpose?
This is how you say funny story. Yes, we get crate. Spicy Jelly, we have bigger crate back at ship. We just put whole crate in crate. Pack with foam.
Pretty sure. I mean, I could definitely just take the air conditioning system out of this speeder and use it to reinforce the crate.
I think they're in a desert, and I don't mean to presume, gentlemen, but I suspect they'd prefer to have their air conditioning unit.
If this
Oh,
speed,
what-
if this speeder is tied to what we're doing here, then we'll have to destroy it. I don't know what kind of smugglers you are. Just take the shipment and go.
These guys are kind of mean. Let's go.
God,
So, not much gratitude. Next time we just let you die. Take your stuff.
You understand what it means to fail a spice delivery for the Pike Syndicate. This is serious business.
So far, failure is on you.
Exactly.
That's kind of. I think that might be the gentleman's point.
Oh, so he is pissed off because he fuck up, and we have to rescue him.
You're not touching my speeder. Now get the fuck out of here. And they just get in and leave.
These are very big words for someone within eating distance.
I'm afraid.
Please don't eat our contact again.
he says, pull up the comms. We might have to cancel this job.
You go fuck off. You go back to where you came from.
Are we going to have a problem?
Only
No.
problem is you. Bye bye.
Either
can I-
eat me or leave. God damn it.
That's great.
Can I, hold on, I have a serious question. Can I erase his brain of this whole conversation and then we can leave?
There are two of them.
Oh,
That's the name of the episode.
well, I mean, it's only the one of us giving us shit, right?
Buddy would tell him that all of this happened.
Yeah, well, he still would remember it.
He just sees like the leg of his friend going into the spacesuit, and Murr scurrying back to his speeder.
Warp.
I guess we have to head back to ship.
Okay, well, if you see any more crabs, I've made sure to signal them using that device over there. Just gestures to a thumper I've installed next to the speaker. Now that would be a funny bit.
That would be a very funny thing. All right.
I think as we're leaving, Jeff's like, what? I just wanted to erase his brain a little bit, okay? Just to erase his brain.
I like Jack. Honestly, I think that was the most sensible maneuver in the situation.
He was very rude.
This is terrible what passes for smuggler these days. Complete non-professional.
Oh, they're not smugglers. They're Pikes. They're delivering it to you. You're the smugglers. They're the suppliers.
Is terrible what passes for Pike these days. Complete unprofessional.
Disappointing.
No, their behavior was very typical of drug deliverers. someone acting strange or unusual is an unpredictable outcome.
Yes. They
They
were
were
very
already
strange.
they were already at peak anxiety at the beginning of our interaction. Such people are prone to violence.
Drugs don't make people crazy. That would be weird, man.
They are
Drugs
not.
never
They.
change
Let
someone's
us be clear.
personality.
Pikes are forbidden from being on drugs while working. It is the
That is
fear.
probably why he was so angry. He
It,
wanted to be on
it is
drugs.
the fear of the syndicate that makes them behave.
This makes me crazy.
What is it you say, Glitter Eyes? He was jonesing?
Yeah.
Make no
Say-
mistake, though they may not quite have the power of the Black Sun or the Hutt Cartel, the Pikes are just as dangerous for a small group to trifle with.
At this, like, Murr just presses a button and the helmet opens, and then, like, a shoe just kind of pops out. They taste the same, though.
Let's say while you have unburdened speeder, spicy jelly, make sure to grab lobster that has already been shelled.
It's strapped to the side.
Ooh. Oh,
We eat when we get back to ship. Now,
Between the fire and the lightning or
But
whatever.
yeah, basically what happens is in an operation like this, a large pike ship drops out of hyperspace. A bunch of small crews go out and distribute the spice to the smugglers. Go back to the ship. Then collect huge supplies of spice back at back at wherever the last smugglers dropped them off. It's just it's like, just imagine if drug cartels had spaceships. That's it, basically.
It's very simple.
Got this one.
Alrighty.
Power.
So we get back to our ship, and then are we immediately jumping from there to Endor?
I think probably best to get there as soon as can.
We also
Agreed.
have to meet Kelly.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. Yeah,
In care.
I figured plot wise, if we towards the goal, Caleb would be.
So yeah, let's go. We can
I'm an Ewok. I'm waiting for you at Endor.
That would actually be funny.
I am waiting for you.
So you
Waiting for
you begin your way back to the city. You're carefully. Maybe you probably go a little slower just to make sure the crate doesn't have an issue on the way back. And as you get near the outpost where you parked,
eating very.
or you paid extra for the hangar, right?
Yes.
I think that's true. Yeah.
We paid for a landing pad. We paid extra for the hangar, and we paid extra for the no questions asked package.
Yeah. So when you get near the outpost, you notice long range comms are jammed, and then as you ride toward the city, you see a number of, it's just like an outpost. It's not like a full city, but what the hell? Where's my? Oh, there it is. Okay.
So the mic.
You see a number of two-legged mechanical vehicles and some kind of a transport ship, and the walkers are kind of surrounding. There's like walker patrols, and you see around your hangar, which the hangars are sort of a big pit in the ground, like on Tatooine, kind of. With like a door that closes over top for a sandstorm. So like just around the pit, you see these walkers, and you see that the ray shields above, like covering the pit, are active right now.
Oh, that's probably bad. You think that's related to us, Chance?
You also see groups of as you get a little closer still, you see groups of the locals being sort of herded into the into sort of a like a and there's like an enclosure with a cantina inside, and they're sort of outside the front door of the cantina, and they're kind of being gathered in that area and rounded up by Imperial soldiers.
Oh, that's bad.
I got top marks in my encryption course, just to let you all know. I don't know why you're so afraid of records. No one will ever find this stuff except for ZT, apparently.
Yeah, but if they do find it,
it's a problem.
Yes. I think maybe records that are heavily encrypted, less immediate problem than damaged crate full of drugs.
That's a very good point.
Damaged crate full of drugs we can't ditch because pikes kill us.
Yeah, they would do that.
It did seem like we're killing entire.
They are absolutely, definitely killing.
That's all right. We'll be fine. That's definitely not for us. It's definitely not for us. There's no way.
Are you crazy sure?
No, I'm not sure. I'm trying to make myself feel better.
In an effort,
I love that.
In an effort to sort of tongue-in-cheekily do a little bit of levity, introduce a little levity, but also do an impersonation of Shells from his hollow recordings, Aurora just goes like, "Strike the enemy first, and they won't be able to strike you."
We're not doing that.
We're not
doing that at all. Router just gestures vaguely to a walker in the distance. Look at that. Look at that for a moment.
There is no weapon on this planet that can penetrate its armor.
Meaning someone else. You know I don't think that way.
I'm sorry. I'm nervous. You scared me for a second.
So wait, are the walkers between us and our
Well, okay. So your ships are in a. I can just probably show you the map, because it's not like it's kind of thing where you have to discover what's happening. I've pretty much narrated it, so I'll just switch the map.
It's an open field.
Yeah, it's just a flat desert
on an open field
with a hole in the bottom. So yeah, you guys should be able to see it from pretty far away. I'm just gathering up all the speeder riders. I'll just switch you over.
Oh my god.
But yeah, basically, okay. So we'll switch to this. Your ships are in a pit. It's kind of a big one. Your ships are in this pit with a ray shield over top of it.
That's a problem.
And then these white shapes, they don't really look like walkers from the top, but walkers don't read super great vertically.
No,
but you can tell these are AT-DP walkers, so they have just one shin-mounted laser cannon as their only weaponry.
Would I know that they are still likely piloted by like late phase clones, like TK guys, or nah?
I mean, it wouldn't be you wouldn't know if it was clones, clones or TKs.
They're like full on in the pit shit.
Yeah, we have been there. Okay, that's fine enough. I was hoping to see if I could use my military experience to do anything.
I mean, what do you want to know or do?
Speculating on whether they are clones or enlistees would give me information on possibly how erratic or how trained they might be in that uniform fashion that she was used to experiencing with clones.
Well, yeah, roll a thing.
I will roll a fan.
Roll for Empire.
Roll for Empire. Well, I guess I knew the Republic better than the Empire. My Lord deck is an
Thing!
So what? What did you say a number?
Oh, I can also define it, my little ass. 13 total.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah.
Add your int and proficiency.
Okay.
Well, I just see. I told you to roll for Empire, so I assumed you didn't know what to add to that. That's why I was telling you.
Okay, cool.
Well, I don't know.
No, that's fair. It just happens to be the same result.
No, I mean the third. Wait. So what did you? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. It's just the same number. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 4 on the die, 7 for lore or intelligence, plus 2 from the
Yeah. Okay. Does your background give you any extra things for? Or yours is just ships, I think.
I'm a soldier, but yeah, I would have.
Oh.
It's piloting that is what I got.
Okay, so yeah, there seems to be. They seem to, after rating, they seem to have started doing more detailed searches.
Can ZT, can you hack their comms and figure out what they're looking for?
Comms are down. All communications are jammed.
I could go invisible and scout.
Ooh.
I won't be happy about it, but I could. Go see what's up.
Are any of the troopers using like hand communications or anything like that that I might be able to interpret?
Well, you would have understood from ZT saying that. Oh, you said. Oh, just by gestures, you mean?
Yeah, like those kind of things that I don't know what the fuck they are. Not June doesn't know what any of those shapes are.
Relatable.
No.
Okie dokie.
Is the ray shield just over like the roof of the hole?
What do you mean?
Like it doesn't penetrate into the ground.
I mean.
So the reason why I'm saying is
that's not exactly. I mean, not exactly. If the ground moved down, the light would move down. You know, like it's coming out of this dome. So it's like as long as the Earth is blocking the ray shields, it won't go past that. But say you were to take a rocket launcher and blow a chunk out of the corner of it, if there was then space for that light to keep going down, it would just keep going down.
So,
but like a tunnel
would
work?
Yes.
Because there'd still be Earth in the way of the shield.
Yeah, a tunnel would work.
So I can give myself a borrowing speed of my movement, which would mean that I could cover roughly 1,080 feet. And during that period where I have the borrow speed, I create a tunnel behind me that doesn't collapse until the end of my power.
Yeah, the only thing is it's not just a pit in the dirt. It's a structure sunken in the ground.
Right. It's got a hard bottom.
Yeah, so it's pretty it's it's meant to last for hundreds of years. So it's like it's kind of got a bunker shell around that to sort of to allow it to hold its shape and to like sort of be able to withstand the sandstorms.
How would that bunker react to a lightsaber?
Yeah, it would be like Qui-Gon in Episode 1 when it would take him a minute, but he could get through it if he had the time.
So probably pretty basic if the power only lasts for a certain amount of time.
So, Tim, this big structure at the bottom is that like an entranceway that people are passing through it? Or?
It's like a really big lift with enough size to fit like a vehicle hauling a shipping container kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's just like a massive freight elevator that.
Okay, so but it does look like a way into the
yeah, that would be the only way in or out right now.
We could just do what we always do and roll up to it and talk our way in.
You're the face.
You turn around and Rauta is already disguised as a human Imperial officer. I used my previous
What was it?
force mask. I get a free use of it per day.
Oh, fun.
I want to join in with you.
Well.
I mean, we can all go up.
It's probably best if I pretend to be dumb servant again.
I have an idea for you, Rob. I could do a telepathic link with you, so I could hypothetically, with the right rolls, do the earpiece thing.
That would actually be fantastic because Rauta doesn't have enough knowledge of it.
Are you trying to use comms?
No, it's a telepathic link.
Oh.
I can be a willing creature for a period of time.
Okay.
10 minutes, anyway.
Wait, is it technology based or
Nope, this is
force
my
based?
abilities, yeah.
It's a force power?
Mhm.
Cool.
So, yeah, I guess, when would you have, and how would you have done your thing? Around a corner of boxes or something?
We're just, while we're far enough away that people still can't see us when we're like talking things out. Rauta just pulls out, reaches into the side of his robes and pulls out like a small grimoire with like old dusty looking what appear to be Polaroids, and goes, no, there,
No.
that one. Book of faces, make my skin and his trade places.
That's cool.
And then he uses force mask.
You've only got 10 minutes. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Good.
I was gonna say I also have enough above the table. I also have enough force points to recharge it if I need to.
I guess if tech's not down, giving you transponder code cylinders is probably useless, isn't it? Trying to see if it give you any kind of legitimacy from anything.
A transponder code cylinder might help because if they have.
That's a transponder code is something on a ship. A code cylinder is, I guess you could make a code cylinder be a transponder.
Interesting.
But anyway, it's just a terminology thing. Not a big deal.
Yeah, ignore I added transponder because I'm stupid. I do have regular ass engineer's code cylinders specifically.
Can I throw a blanket over the broken crate?
Good idea.
Do you have does anyone?
I do. I've got a blanket.
Okay, cool.
I was like, I'll spend the 3 credits.
Nice. Well, also, yeah, you can just turn into like a puddle hiding under a blanket. That's.
Oh yeah.
You can make yourself just look like a rug.
Well, I was thinking more of covering the like drugs, but I'm like, I could like fill.
I just meant like not in the sand, but you mean like.
Yeah,
you mean like insulate the crate
into the crates.
Yeah, so then it's just like a bio. Like if it's scanned, I can get away with the scan.
Give the drugs a nice hug.
Yeah, he basically becomes a sentient shock absorber.
Is rare biological specimen. We are research crew
at all times.
They're like, that one guy in the spacesuit is being really still right now.
He's had a long day. It's fine.
It's a still suit.
God damn it.
Being still in it.
Yeah, still suit is actually just. It's what those like living statues wear.
Okay, I love that. Alrighty.
So, what else? Anybody else have anything to add before we roll up on it?
I do have to maintain eyesight with you for my power of work, Rob. So I'm gonna have to be.
Look at me, I am the drug now. God damn it, Caleb.
I know, I love it.
Look at me. I am the drugs now. I wish Jed had said that.
All right.
So, as you're getting ready, you notice the 4 walkers surrounding the pit and the landing ship, like the stormtrooper transport. They violently explode.
Oh.
And on the top, at the top of the walls of this like walled-in area, a figure appears with a loudspeaker strapped to his back, and it is loudly playing the Droid Army March from Star Wars Episode 1.
I'm sorry. What is what is going on?
And this armored man is Caleb's character.
Oh, hell yes.
Let's go.
I'm trying to find where on the map you are at.
Where?
I know, it's such a big map, and he's kind of camos.
He's here.
But
Where?
I pinged him.
There. Good. I was hoping I'd be on that side of the wall.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Nope. There we... Oh!
I would say if you zoom really far in,
I am.
it's a Mandalorian-looking fucker with soccer balls on his shoulders.
The one thing I was trying to avoid was that comparison.
He's not. He doesn't look Mandalorian.
Mega Man.
I made him look non-Mandalorian.
Specifically on purpose. But, armored
He's
man
armored.
in Star Wars.
No, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it literally.
May I have control of myself? Oh,
Hold
good
on.
lord, I'm huge.
There we go.
Hold on.
Good.
Just so the art is
I say considerably less Mandalorian.
on display.
Space.
It's just because you couldn't see the details. It's fair. It's fair to say armored man is Mandalorian looking.
Armored man with mechanical backpack. Very
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
okay, I'm digging.
Fucking yeah,
Oh
baby.
my god.
That shit
Look
looks dope as
at
fuck.
that.
This game.
Yeah, every bit of this I am digging already.
He killed 2 of the walkers.
4 of them.
4.
Well, bombs did, yeah.
Wait, did I just have a stroke? When did that happen?
Just now.
Literally just now.
Just now.
He just exploded.
Yeah, before everything happened.
Well, it happened, yeah. Back when I said all the walkers in the transport ship exploded.
I don't listen to men. I'm sorry.
It's okay. We appear to be picking up a terrorist.
And initiative is happening. I'm just gonna spawn you guys in, like, at the corner of the map.
Can I get back in my suit? I think our plans have changed.
You can
Talk your way in if you want.
I'll allow you to be in your suit for this encounter. That's fine.
Appreciate you.
But to be fair, Miles, who among this crew hasn't been a terrorist at one point in the game?
Please, I've made no effort to change political mores or rules. I'm just in it for the killing.
Luke sent over half of his money to a terrorist organization.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when they at those conventions they say for $1 million you fight an anime character but you have to win, and you say Shu Tucker, and it's never about the money.
Exactly. No, you say Shao Tucker, and you do what God and nature intended.
Is Shao Tucker the guy from My Hero?
From My Love.
Yeah,
you know exactly.
The golf guy.
Yeah.
You know exactly why everything that happens to him is justified.
Play with me, big brother. No, stop doing psychic damage, alright?
Nah.
I saw someone who dressed their kid up as that
Dude,
while they were bar.
Oh boy.
They were dressed as the fucking guy who put Nina down.
Yeah, that's the thing that girl finds out about later when she gets on social media. Like, oh, I found a picture of you and your dad from Halloween in 2013. Really? What's
No, this
up?
was a con. This was a convention.
So no photos were taken?
No, many photos were taken.
Well, then I don't really know.
we were just saying it was
not Halloween.
Yeah. No harm it was meant.
None. Let's see. Yeah.
So yeah, I accidentally made the map a little too big, but that's okay. It's fine.
Full fucking map, dude.
Plenty of space to run around, and I think that's okay.
To be fair, I'm still on speeders too. Though.
Yeah.
That is fair, actually. Yeah.
120 feet. Or,
So much.
You can each use the speeder's movement speed, and the speeder can dash for you with its action.
Yeah, we should be fine.
I sure hope so, because I will die eventually.
Well,
yeah.
Okay, so all the speeder bikes are gonna appear on initiative. Oh well, I'm gonna just delete them one by one.
It would be hilarious though if Caleb did die and had to make another character for next.
Well, then I would make the
other
Ewok.
character.
I would make the Ewok on Endor. It'd be fine.
Exactly. Hey, that's a speeder bike too. Okay,
engineer.
get rid of that. Okay, I think everyone's on here. If I fucked up, let me know, and I will fix it.
If you scroll all the way down. On your turn order.
Down.
I don't know where.
Down, the goblin down.
Okay.
Ho ho, my lad.
it doesn't matter.
Oh, my love.
Tim, can I have slapped my own booty and given myself the plus 10 speed that comes from friggin' what's it called? Not versus speed. Yeah, it is versus speed. Can I
The plus 10? Yeah, you can have cast burst of speed. I mean, but it won't. Can you cast that on a construct though?
on my own ass?
No, because we're on speeder.
I mean, if you want to walk slower than your speeder can move, then burst of. But if you're just preparing for whenever you get off the speeder, that's fair. But it won't actually. Like, I guess you could either cast it on the speeder and have it go faster, or you could cast it on yourself, and whenever you dismount, be able to move faster at that point. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh. Okay, well, cool. Then I'm going to do that. Where are we physically?
We're in the very
bottom right-hand corner, like 300 feet away from any kind of action.
Love that. All right, well, at least burst of speed lasts an hour, so it won't be wasted.
Thank God I don't have to concentrate on a force mask.
Or to be fair, though, I could have you approach from you would have had your choice of angles, you know? So if you don't want to be in the bottom right corner, like, what edge of the map would you prefer?
You guys want to come down from the top right instead of the bottom right? Or something like that?
I'm good with it. I don't know which is closer.
If you could come in like mid, that would get you closer to the front of the.
I say whatever.
Here-ish.
So maybe like what, mid top or mid
bottom?
Mid-bottom?
Directly south of where that walker is, kind of like below the metal pipes.
Mid top is shorter distance to get to the gate.
And you really don't want mid bottom anyway.
Yeah. You want a top tier.
You want the best bottom possible, yeah.
Only the best bottoms.
We can't argue with
None
that.
of this pillow princess bullshit. We do not stand. Hey, Rata, what color are you using for your force points? The blue or the red one?
I'm using blue for my force points, red for my superiority dice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's honestly super helpful to have track of all three like that.
I'm going to use red for my superiority dice, I guess.
And you may as well. It's nice.
One day the UI will allow for more than 3 shapes, but for now...
Oh no! I deleted Aurora. Shit.
Oh no!
Nothing of value was lost.
Wow! Well, joke's on you, Caleb. I hate myself, so you can't hurt me more than God did by forward.
I'll find a way.
Say, it challenge accepted.
This is why we're friends, I guess.
That is the purpose of friendship, as far as I know.
I thought it was
Cause maximal suffering.
If you're not mean to your friends, what's even the point?
I agree with this sentiment.
Let's say, if I were to see one of you balanced on a narrow rooftop, and I didn't throw a brick at you, Would I really be your friend?
I'm gonna say yes.
Are you wearing your glasses?
I'm gonna say yes because I don't want a brick thrown.
Are you being a huge dork at the time? That's the question.
Are you in fact being a
No, because if I'm on a roof and you don't do the "Hey, what's your name? Fuck you," then you can't.
Or honestly, do a flip is also acceptable.
Yeah, I'll take do a flip.
That's the Bender answer.
Yeah,
Do a flip.
it's a good answer. But so shit ties up ahead of him.
Yeah, well,
God damn.
You're a fast shark, dog.
He's the fastest shark.
I am also sorry to point this out because we have said it before, but when the session started and I saw his model, I was reminded of the fact that his pauldrons make him look like a hammerhead, and it's very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, I always forget he's not.
Yep.
I mean, I think he just is at this point.
No, they're pauldrons, but it does look like a hammerhead.
I say we might have to swap them out for the gold ones.
Was this a golden hammerhead?
I think the gold ones might.
Yeah, part of the design process of these
mitigate
tokens is seeing how it reads from really, really far away. Okay.
I mean, at this distance, I can't see shit because, yeah, we're on a
Big map.
Big.
yeah, we're on a 1,000-foot across map. Like,
Big Zim.
And when you come back, you bring that.
Okay. Who wants to? I'm gonna make Block go first, just because he's. Oh, did you already pick between yourselves? Not first.
No,
first. I meant between the two of you.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Aurora
and-
has the same initiative as I'm calling him Shame until we learn his real name.
Yeah.
Shame. Yeah. So
You can call him that after you learn his real name too, if you want.
Yeah.
Nothing's stopping us.
That's a very accurate. Aurora, do you want to go first, or do you want to give it to our new guy?
I'll give it to Caleb. That's
Cool.
fine with me.
Sugwa.
Yeah, I was just thinking. He has both in the broader meaning of the word initiative. He is certainly in the driver's seat here, so it makes sense. Oh, and Ty, remember that. Or yeah, I mean, you know that ZT is on your speeder and is able to pilot it if you get off.
Yes.
So
when I get off Zit, protect the drugs.
it shall be done.
Lucky man.
But yeah, as usual, it seems. Ty, take us out.
Yeah, that's what happens when you roll 20 on your
Hell yeah.
your initiative count.
Good
Yeah,
shit,
boy.
bro.
Keep those numbers coming.
Yep. So, I believe I can get to here.
Oh,
And then
wait.
can I start using
We
my
had-
action to make this thing dash as well?
Sorry, we had talked about starting in the middle of the top, and I forgot to switch us.
Oh, that's right.
Near the telephone pole.
It is in fact Gucci.
Guccimus Maximus.
What you got, though?
Oh my.
Mhm.
Is this thing still alive, by the way, or did the bombs get it?
I only had so many bombs,
Looks like this one, don't you?
I would like you to read this bad for me.
and I prioritized taking out the two guarding the exterior of the ray shield.
That's
I see. Okay.
I
Yeah,
believe in your ability to punch a prototype ATST.
And these are actually. Let me show the picture of what these look like, not from the top. Just some of you probably know already, but just to give you the better sense. And also, is this arrangement of all of you the way you want it, or not?
Bogan has been spending too much time.
oh, there we are.
I feel like we did talk about we had been doing flying V last time.
Yeah.
I think
See,
it's definitely in the back for sure.
Chad in the bag?
No, the drugs in the bag.
Oh, drugs. Oh, I see. Now that we have drugs, yeah. That's not necessarily going to be the logic.
Like,
All
make sure that
right, I'm just going to put you all right next to each other right here. So that is just...
Say.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Are you rolling initiative technically in reaction to the DM asking you, or is that thinking too stupid?
You're rolling a skill check, not taking a reaction.
You don't get a reaction though, right?
No. This is for stupid June reasons, where how I have filed. I have it listed as actions, bonus actions, reactions, for the sake of not creating a fourth category.
Oh, it's a skill check.
It is a skill check.
Yep, initiative is just a skill.
Well, it is a category, but putting it under reactions is sensible to me because you are, it's not a technical reaction, but it's a conceptual. You are reacting to me saying it, so
yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
It happens in response to a specific trigger. So
yeah,
I see the logic. If you wanted to be super technical, you wouldn't call something that isn't a reaction, but as long as you know what you're doing, yeah, then all good.
As long as you're not expending one of your two reactions.
Like
to roll
as long as it's
initiative.
not making you fail to communicate to someone else, then all good.
It happens to be that I have not one but two different initiative triggers. So I was like, where should I put this? That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
I guess I have passive. I did make a passive category.
I guess passive would be where I would put it.
Reactions could also be like a trigger thing.
If there were a skill category, that's where you that's where it ought to go, but
Which would have been my basis of arguing that it would go in actions, but
I see.
it really
that's
doesn't matter
also-
because
yeah.
you're not rolling initiative multiple times per combat, so it doesn't particularly matter where you put it because it's
No.
only going to be used once.
And I forgot to mention the most useless part of the context, which is that this particular planning device is mapped as though it was in the instruction manual
Alright.
for a PlayStation 5 game.
All right, let's start the battle.
Okay. In that case, we shall advance as rapidly as possible towards this thing.
Are you staying on the speeder?
Yes, because ZT will take over once I jump off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And ZT's turn goes before this thing. But I will boost it into the air to get as high as
nice.
possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yell, ZT, take the wheel. And then flying leap, like Puma style, onto the roof of this thing.
Just make an athletics check for me.
Absolutely. Happy to. Ooh, lovely. Athletics. I'm good at that, especially in this jacket. So that is 25.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to land on top of it.
Nice.
Excellent. Someone in there not happy. I would like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would like to burn.
And I am then going to attempt to punch my way into this thing.
Go for it.
CT, get the cargo out of here.
I guess you just have to use a 5 foot to get if you want to get to the actual hatch.
Yeah,
But that's fine. You have the movement, so
I have that
Hold
movement.
1 second. It's gonna disappear for you for a second.
That's fine.
While I grab the. Oh wait, he's not leaving yet though, so never mind. It's not his turn. On his turn, he will leave. Never mind. There we go.
Yeah. This is a construct, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just double checking, because if it was an object, I have siege fists.
Yeah.
But it's not a door. It's a hatch or a robot.
Yeah.
But 24 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Excellent.
The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost.
13 kinetic damage. It is enhanced, if that makes any difference.
Okay.
They just did like the cry for B-drill.
Natural 20.
As requested.
As I begin to punch my way into this thing, that will boost us up to the to 22 kinetic damage as I continue to attempt to punch my way into this thing. I think at this point teeth are involved. He's trying to eat his way through the roof.
No.
Well, yeah, okay. Here's what I picture what happens. Because after that crit, you are able to breach this hatch, and pretty much like I imagine you like sort of you kind of look at it, figure out where to approach, and then you just kind of like you like stomp a couple times and like twist, and then you just get your teeth in and with all four limbs just push back and rip it out of its housing. And like your teeth are flying everywhere, there's blood, it's crazy, but the hatch is off. And
hello, little friends.
Yeah, and just like some blood and shark teeth hit one of the pilots as he looks up and he starts screaming.
Yeah, I am crawling into the cockpit through this shattered remnants of the crane.
So how many more attacks would you normally be able to make at this point?
At this point, just one more from the bonus action.
Okay, so now you will be damaging.
Bonus action.
Oh, okay, you already used it. Okay, so next time.
Yeah, I'm in the cockpit with them. If they want to take some psychic damage...
My threshold was just like, if he removes a certain percentage of this vehicle's health, then the hatch is that percentage of its structure and it breaks. And you passed that threshold handily. Absolutely.
Okay. So ZT has his instructions. I've used my bonus action movement, and I'm now in the cockpit with them.
You can't really fit, but like you're like the front half of you is getting in there.
Yeah. It's very much
in the process.
It's a Jack Nicholson coming through the door in The Shining.
Exactly.
Here is Ty.
Here is Ty. But that will end my turn.
Great turn. All right, good shit. Okay.
I imagine this looks terrifying from the outside too.
The troopers are definitely gonna
make
have some thoughts probably.
Who saves against defecation?
Oh boy.
Okay, so Rauta, you're up.
I have a crazy idea. Alrighty, so I'm gonna dash myself on the speeder to here.
Okay, here, I'll move it for you. Just point that line out again.
Alright, happily. Yeah, because I'm still disguised as an Imperial officer, and I've got a very funny idea.
Okay.
Alright, you got me?
Yep, you are there.
Awesome. Thank you. Alrighty. Rauta still disguised as an Imperial officer. Give me a second, my clicker is misbehaving here. It's the fucking lag.
Yeah, my bad for making it too big, y'all.
That's all good, man. These things happen. Give me a second, I'm going to try closing out the tab because my Chrome crashed on me.
I can just tell you information as needed.
So I'm gonna, I can see enough to tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hop up to the Imperial trooper, and while disguised, make a deception.
Oh no, that guy's dead. Sorry.
Oh, that guy's dead.
The ship blew up.
They died in the explosion.
I did not realize he had died in the explosion.
Yeah, that's my fault for not having marked that or narrated it, but that was the thought.
Damn it. Okay, because I was gonna come up and tell him. Start lying to him, but.
You could. Hold on. You could dismount and start and walk. Well, I'll just allow you to be a little bit closer so that you can verbally engage with the Imperials in the courtyard. How does that sound?
Perfect. Cool.
Just so that you're like right there, and I'll just, you know.
Reloading the map. Give me 2 seconds.
I'll just be God for a second, or I'll say you use. I'll allow you to use your action to move. Well, were you gonna cast a spell or do anything with your action?
I was just going to lie to them.
Right. I'm saying if you weren't going to already use your action, we could just say you use your action to make the speeder do another move.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
So then you could actually get probably a little bit closer if you'd like.
Fantastic.
So like right about there. Oh, this is like a gate. This gate is closed on the map, but pretend it's open right now.
Okay, and Rauta comes running in.
Or speeding in.
Speeding in, and stops and starts shouting at the officer. Didn't you hear Didn't you hear? It's a trap. Fall back. And I'm gonna roll a deception check.
Also, there's a bot in the chat.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh, horny Rueo. Are we sure that's not one of us?
100%.
Yeah, maybe we should find. Maybe we should see if. Maybe we should see if the best viewers actually are on this website.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try.
Or, hear me out, we find out if they know about the singles in my area.
I mean, just say horny. Horny wasn't its name.
Yeah, that's very true.
You know, you're right. Horny Russian?
Oh.
Tim, unban them. Quick, unban them now. Alrighty.
Oh, shit. They really did have the best viewers. Oh, no.
And actually changed my mind, because what I can do is I can spend one of my maneuver dice to use short round and turn mind trick into a bonus action, giving the officer disadvantage.
Yeah, you could do that.
As I can tell him. Alrighty.
That does have range, correct?
Yes, mind trick does have a range. Let me pull that up. 30 feet.
Wait, is mind?
It's a
kind of
cantrip.
mind trick or coerce mind?
Coerce mind.
Or you're just trying to get you're doing the cantrip that gives you advantage on the deception.
Yeah.
Friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
And
as long as that one's as long as you have the range on that, that's fine. It's not the stealth one. That's the only thing we have to be sure of.
That's not the stealth.
But that's not the one we're using, obviously. Yeah.
And I rolled. No, it's mind trick, and what specifically does is they make a wisdom saving throw, and on a save they have disadvantage on perception and intelligence, on perception and investigation.
Yeah, that's the other one. You're talking about the charisma one.
And I got a 24 on my deception.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think you affect mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have
Affect mind is the charisma. Yeah, okay.
That's what I have.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, the Imperial officer believes you. Fall back to where? That was the ship.
Mm.
In the brain,
I tell him, quickly, fortify the cantina.
So everyone starts chaotically rushing inside.
Say, fortify the cantina. That sounds like a terrible idea. Who'd do something like that?
And the
together.
Exactly.
The guy, it's not his turn, but the guy starts like ordering the troopers to take up position. near the entrance to the cantina.
And then, since I still have my move, I'm going to duck back around the corner here. So I'm behind the wall.
Oh, you can't get off the speeder unless you use half your movement. Oh, wait, you have movement. You have movement. So, yeah, you can do that. Never mind.
And then once I'm there...
Because we use your action to make the dash. That's what was getting mixed up. But, yeah, you got it.
And then once I'm behind the wall, I drop the disguise.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, no, I saw you sizing it up, and I was like...
Yeah.
I could let this be very bad for Rauta, or I could have everything go okay. Alrighty, that's my turn.
Okay, good turn.
I was so excited for that.
When he started being the closest Imperial officer, I was just, oh.
Yeah. Could someone just write open next to the gate while Caleb takes his turn?
Oh, it's already
done, but I will increase the font size.
Hell yes.
That's too big.
Okay. I will decrease the font size.
Too big.
There we go, 32. How tall is this wall that I'm on?
Let's have a let's examine a little bit. I think it's like the second story kind of.
So like 20 feet?
Yeah, we'll say 20 feet.
All right. Well, I would like to not be on top of this wall. Can I use my friction grip gear to just slide down the 20 feet?
Sure.
Like Mega Man.
15, 20, 25, 30. I would like to shoot this man in the face as many times as it takes for him to stop being on his feet. Does a 25 shoot the Imperial officer in the face?
Yes.
Just slide on down, aim the shotgun. Could he take 15 kinetic damage and make a con save?
Yes.
Yeah. Waiting for Caleb's character to realize weird disguise.
I mean, only if dead people can make con saves.
Actually, yes. If he dies, I need him to make a different con save.
Okay. What's the DC?
DC 13, or he's disintegrated.
Nice.
We have filled our buckshot rounds with acid.
He's disintegrated.
Nice.
Disintegrated.
And then I guess we just... Looks like these two... Yeah, this guy's got an arm pad. We'll shoot him next.
He's a professional.
Does a 17 hit?
Wait, sorry, which one? This one? Oh, that one. Okay. Yes.
Nice. Could he make a con save?
Yes.
Ooh. Ooh.
He fails. It was DC 13 still?
Well, it's 14 against the initial damage, 13 to decide if they're disintegrated. I don't know why.
So it's less. It's less. It's less than the 13 anyway. So you're good.
In that case, could he take 21 enhanced kinetic and 8 acid?
Woo.
Yeah, he's blasted too.
All right, we will action surge and continue to shoot stormtroopers.
Does he have to not get try not to get disintegrated?
DC 13, I guess.
Where's shit? Where's this? Okay, fail.
All right, he is also disintegrated. I will shoot the next gentleman for the 26. Could he make me a DC 14 Constitution saving throw against a D8 of acid damage?
Okay, that fails.
18 kinetic and 5 acid.
You had said this guy?
Yes, that fine.
Okay.
then last action surge shot is an 18.
18 to hit. Hits.
Mm-hmm. 4, 7, 16 kinetic, and if he's still alive, con save.
He's not alive, but
Oh.
still con save, right?
DC 13 con save.
Okay, also disintegrate.
All right. Then I will take a bonus action to kind of just loosen my limbs up a bit and get the attack of opportunity counter up to 5. And just shout out in a voice that I've totally thought about before now. He's right. It's a trap. Y'all fucked. That's me.
All right, I'm gonna turn this blood ooze green if I can. There it is.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Well, now, Cher, you got yourself into a mighty heap of stinking trouble if I ever seen one myself.
Hey.
All right, I have to go to the bathroom real quick, but I'll be right back.
All right.
God, please. Just like me?
Da, 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 da.
I'm gonna eat these people.
I'm just melting them down for you.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
I'm about to steal a walker, so.
Sorry, I was going to say real quickly, while Gown is peeing, I actually have a couple of rule housekeeping type questions I want to get out of the way and not spend time on it. I have the ability to replace specifically 2 of my maneuvers on a long rest.
Mm-hmm.
Are you required to have the prerequisite for every ability in this context? Like, could I hypothetically replace the base level commander strike with the best version on a... You do need to keep them?
Yeah, the other ones too.
Yeah, you still need to meet the prerequisites.
That's a shame, but I accept this. I kind of was hoping that it could, like, if it was my system and I had a tiered, those would just be one slot stacked. Because I would find some way to have you invest your time in another fashion. Where, like, you just get to keep Commander Strike leveling, but something happens. I would find a way.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a bit clunky the way that certain powers and certain maneuvers have, like, the tiered requisite system. So you have to spend a lot of slots to get the better version. I suppose it might be some form of balancing, but it feels weird to me.
Well, I mean, it does make sense in the progression.
My second question, just for the sake of time, my connection with Rauta currently lasts an hour, which is essentially forever as far as we're concerned. But it relies on me being able to see him.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought A came up, which is typically the only vision with limitations are special ones. What, if at all, is a limitation on vision?
That's actually a really good question.
Probably becoming heavily obscured.
I'm a $160 right now without an optic, if that makes any sense. My vision is 20/20 in real life, but I don't know. I mean, I could see someone.
I think again, I'm not God, but I would suspect that as long as there's not a wall between you or one of you goes blind, you're probably fine.
Okay. Sorry, that brings me to question B, which is what is the action economy of telepathic link? Because I didn't want to steal any thunder from Rob's turn or any of your turns if it ever comes up, but I do want to know if I had hypothetically been allowed to, like, let's say Rob ran into trouble with an opposing Imperial officer, would I be able to, at reaction speed or something, be able to, like, earpiece into his brain and say, try this, or is it such that he's in the Jesus seat? So if I interact with this turn at all, it's like literally at the end, or like when, if at all, am I able to exert it in combat is my question.
So there's nothing about the power that indicates an action economy. So it would probably follow whatever rules Tim is using for spoken communication.
Mm-hmm.
So a rule of thumb, of course, is to ask God, but typically we're pretty loosey-goosey with short phrases.
Yeah, I would probably...
I've been at tables where it's a hard, you can only say what you could say in 6 seconds. Once you've said 6 seconds worth of words, you're done for the round.
Oh, okay.
I've also been at tables that talking was not a free action, and you had to expend action economy to do it. Tim, I don't think enforces either of those rules, but we're just lucky that way.
I would just assume that if you want to say something, wait for the person to wait for them to do their stuff, and if you want to add something, do it at the end or whatever, or
Yeah. It's really unfortunate because there's something about a telepathic link that indicates to me personally as a reactive tier ability. Like, what else is the point of being able to communicate if I can't just blurb into his brain the moment that I could save him from a problem, or, in my experience, make his life worse? Somehow I would try to help him and it would be bad, but,
I think part of that is that since it is just providing a different means of communication, it's going to be most useful outside of combat for situations where there's not the 6-second time crunch. So you can walk up to someone and then have the conversation on the way to them, and then have a conversation and then move on. It's a way to empower social encounters. But it gets, like everything else in D&D, it gets wibbly when you start to meddle the social encounters and combat encounters.
Yeah, it doesn't really
things get a little bucky. On the deep end, like, you can have terrible DMs who just initiate cutscenes in the middle of a fight that take 45 minutes, and then someone has a turn, and then you have another 45-minute cutscene. Like, there's good and bad ways to do it.
I like my Chinese cartoons, but I don't want D&D to be like that.
Yeah,
it seems bad.
Who would do?
For me, I would probably look. It's their turn if they want to say something to you, and you can react. Just mostly how we do it. It's if I'm having a turn, and even if we're not telepathically talking, it's I go, "Hey, June," and talk to your character in the moment. You could respond, but I would probably unless it was the person asked, or like I said, maybe you jump in at the end and be like, "Hey."
Well, Rob, if it's cool with you, since I probably will never do this again, if it comes up, you could just ask me. Be like, "Hey, Aurora, blank."
Oh no!
Access to my brain. It works both ways.
I would.
I have to do this.
So.
You don't need the disguise. Well, I mean, I can still tell.
Oh yeah, no, it actually will be helpful for communicating and coordinating. I feel like.
Yeah. You can ask me to shoot something.
I can't.
You could be like, "Hey, do you see that thing up there? My gun don't reach."
Yeah, especially since comms are down right now. Very useful for long-range communication. And also, the power does specify each of you can communicate with the other. Yep. So Rauta can absolutely shout at you in his mind.
This is the most front mission 4 bullshit I've ever experienced, and I love that fucking game. For any of you guys who know that, it's I can make any of you attack, and after I level one more time, I can attack with you when you attack. We will be.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be
communication ability. Yeah, I am turning Aurora into back of my gun. No one can stop me.
Gun friendship.
Alrighty.
Anyways, gun has returned.
Mine's a hat.
I was getting too hot. It's a fun hat, but it heats up real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I removed most of my hair to avoid the heat. So
I should start doing a hat countdown on my stream. Be like, see how long I can go, or a count up, a hat timer. How long till he ditches the hat?
I do like that.
Sort of like if that's on stun lock lasting.
Yeah. Sub goal.
Yeah, sub goal. How long can God?
But yeah, is that Aurora time now?
Yeah, I think so. I think you did all the things.
I did more than usual.
Everything. You did many
I action
things.
searched. I did all the extra things.
Killed all the things and more.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Aurora. Okay, so I don't know if this is how it's supposed to work, but I'm treating it as if you want to also spend your action to move the speeder, you can do the third movement.
Oh, I see. So if my move 60 or 120, basically?
The
vehicle's move is 60, and it can dash for you, so yes.
So I could use my action to dash?
Well, you can use its action to dash, and then you can also use your action.
If you want to use... If you want to get 180, if you want to add another 60 movement, you can use up your own action.
120 for free, and then if you need more movement, you can expend your action to get it.
Ty, are you gonna try to get into that walker, or are you trying?
I am already in the walker.
Oh yes.
Like
Okay.
my upper torso is in the walker.
Are you asking whether he's gonna keep it or whether he's
whether I'm about to start pulling fleshy things out of it?
If I am are you pulling in episode 6, or have you already sixed?
I have already ripped the hatch open.
Very good.
Be the Ewok to his Chewbacca. Go to him.
Well, then I guess what I would. Well, he can't see them because my Commander Strike doesn't let you move whilst doing it, does it? Do you have line of sight on any enemy target?
Yes, the people in the cockpit with me.
Yeah,
he's
little ass.
He's within 5 feet of 2 enemies right now.
Yeah, very unfortunate pilots.
Well, hit one of them of your choice.
Oh, here, actually, I have a thing for this.
Take away their drift compatibility.
Oh.
I have the interior. I have the interior of an ATDP that I created.
Tim, when they react to being hit, what accent do they have? Kiwi, technically.
Well, first of all, you would know without even listening to their accents. You would know that clone tank crews wear the white plastoid armor usually, and these men are wearing the gray, tank pilot uniform from Return of the Jedi.
Gotcha. Okay, like the General Veers shape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or probably like a less developed version of that outfit. You know what I mean? Because it's the first year of the Empire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So fashion has evolved a little bit probably since the time this game takes place. By the time we see what he's wearing.
So I guess Aurora will command the captain to attack the one on the right side. That's the weapons dude. That's my guess anyway.
Okay. I will start attacking. Does 19 hit?
Yes.
Okay. Well, by start attacking, I will use my reaction to attack, and deal 15 damage.
Okay.
Good reminder. I forgot.
But Aurora, you may continue your turn. Something just crashed in my kitchen. I will be right back.
One of the guy died, by the way.
Oh, then in that case, a gray uniformed corpse flies out the back as I just rip him out of his seat.
I know I have this token, but I forgot to go dig it up, so I'm just gonna use I'm gonna use a different version. Wilhelm scream happens as you fling this man out of his ship.
That's great. That's beautiful.
Missing just like a giant chunk of probably missing just a whole arm, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's my bonus action. If I action the thing, that's 60 feet.
Well, so you can move it up to 120 feet without expending any of your actions.
Yep.
So.
Oh, that's actually convenient that I can't move, because now I can tell if I did it right.
Yeah.
I think I can get one. Nope, that's correct. Okay. Okay. So that's the movement.
Would you like to? I'll just wait.
Okay, so then I guess I'll use the speaker movement as well. So free.
And that ship is like a burning wreck, but it still kind of can be cover if you were to stand. You know, like it's not completely vaporized.
I didn't realize that was a ship. I thought it was a walker. Oops. Okay.
It's just rubble now.
It's rubble. Hee.
Call it Barney.
Where did you go?
South of the
The other 60? Okay.
Yeah. Where did you
Wait, but this is 100 feet away from...
She's...
Oh, she's measuring, not measuring from herself. Okay. Got it. Thank you. I even had previously seen where she went. I just forgot.
Okay. All right. I can see at least some of these troopers, right? Through this gate that's open.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that I have a weapon that can actually hit them reliably at this distance, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm gonna say. Well, I got a
most blasters should be able to hit that at disadvantage, I would think, but...
You have a carbine? That should be within range.
I've got a long blaster, like a sniping marksman rifle kind of deal, and that's 150, 600.
They're definitely within 150.
How are you not in range, then?
Huh?
Yeah, you're in range.
Yeah, they're only about 100 feet away from you.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do then is have like my speeder bike isn't really customized all that much. Maybe that I put like a blue stripe on it. Otherwise, it's stock except for a rifle. What's it called? Holster that's on the side, and I kind of pull the thing out and flip the barrel up, and I just kind of like skirt the bike such a way that I can put a foot on the ground and just like ADS with a rifle or morons.
Akira slide into firing position.
You turn off the right repulsors.
Yeah. Yes. I'll make a very quick check for windage as best as I can. I'm a pilot, not a marksman, but I'm still going to use my smart girl brain.
Pilots need to know about the wind too.
So I'm gonna try to hit this guy right. Wait,
I mean, piloting does involve firing projectiles sometimes too. So yeah, you would. It definitely overlaps nicely.
This man has bigger gun.
Biggest gun. There is a man with a bigger gun.
I'm gonna hit this guy with a Z6 rotary because I know how the clones work, and I know what that gun can do.
It's a bad gun.
I'm going to attempt to shoot out his weight-supporting knee so that he can't easily hit or stand whilst using his weapon.
Well, okay, if you want to do an actual called shot like that, I can have you roll at disadvantage and have an additional effect beyond damage.
Or if you have the crit attack.
But if you want to just say that you do that for narration purposes, that's totally fine too. We don't.
Well, I rolled the largest number, so if it's just for the latter, then the largest number suffices. I'm gonna get some numbers out of this one.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, forget the leg.
Yeah. Forget the leg.
You are a sniper.
Aim for the leg, then the repulsor kicks up a bit, and then suddenly you're hitting him in the neck.
That's going to be 22 energy damage base, and that's what an ally does. You friggin' rig. I can use crippling blow. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spin the superiority dice, which is a d6 in my case, to cripple it. You add the superiority die to the damage roll, and the creature gains 1 slowed level. So 22 base damage plus 3, and it's got a slowed level.
Plus 3 plus 6 because that is also max plus rolled because it's part of the attack.
Yeah.
Thank you, Caleb. Yeah. So
wait, what damage die does this gun do?
It does energy, I believe. It's a D12.
No, what damage die? How are you possibly getting?
Well, if she rolled a 10
a 22
and then added 12.
Oh.
It's a 12.
Okay.
So 12 plus the 6, which is 18.
Okay. Yeah.
Plus 22. 25 plus an additional 6.
Okay. Yeah.
31 damage.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. So it's slowed as hell.
Yeah. Yep. He's slowed and he's extremely heavily damaged. So yeah, we can run with we can yes and the flavor you were putting up of you target the his load-bearing leg. And you can narrate that more if you'd like.
I will. I'm gonna say that I kind of, just for the fan service of it, I just like lean her. I just had her go over the handlebars with this shot.
Yeah.
I already rolled a 20.
Entirely necessarily, yes.
Yeah. Cool. So that is my action. I bonus actions for Ty. I move my move. I move the bike's move. I have 2 reaction slots open, and I pass a complete.
C'est bon.
You done?
Yeah.
Speak American. I don't understand.
She's done. She accomplished the thing.
Stop speaking Canadian.
I mean, I'm shooting for Kentucky.
I'm talking to June.
Oh, okay.
I recently found out that one of my former collaborators is in the family line of the largest science production equipment company in Canada.
Nice.
She's very normal.
So I believe ZT was ordered
Getting the drugs out of the,
go
Protect the
away
drugs.
quickly. Which I think I can just make him be off map.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Safe drugs.
I'm good. If he's doing all that, that means I can do. I was gonna like hang out with him and protect the drugs, but if he's off, man. No, I like legitimately meant like because someone should watch the drugs. Not
Yes.
And ZT
Watch.
you'll protect him, and ZT will protect the drugs from you.
Will you guys please watch my Crunchyroll account? It cost me $12.88. Someone should be watching anime.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't roll like a 2 on Stormtrooper Initiative, because it would be very silly for all their ships to explode and then for them all to be killed before anyone else did anything. So, in a rare instance of DM rolling initiative good for a big horde of dumb guys, we've done it.
Yeah.
Everyone message you like, hey, what was your information? Like,
Yes.
Will
Do
they
things.
shoot past the one in the middle and just shoot each other?
Hold on, I'm gonna put these goo piles on the map layer. They're just
I've been realizing my hair.
they're scenery now. They're not people anymore. Okay, so I wonder who these guys in the courtyard are gonna shoot.
The innocent civilians, obviously.
Yes.
Obvi.
Well,
If I am being targeted by a weapon attack, that does provoke an attack of opportunity.
Cool.
And I do have
several of them.
several of those, depending on how you count them.
if the Owen rule applies, then they will not shoot the innocent civilians, but they will be on fire later as skeletons.
And if I hit them with the attacks of opportunity,
no,
they
that
have
was-
disadvantaged.
I thought that was them getting shot a bunch by laser. That's why they were skeletons.
If you shoot someone with laser enough, they just become.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
No, I mean that's. I thought that's like that's straightforwardly what they do to them.
Yeah, they cauterize the wound, which means that some sergeant just let them keep shooting this like middle-aged couple.
Okay, let's do big gun guy first.
So I would like to shoot him back first.
Do it. Do it.
But I'd like to shoot more than just him. If burst acts like I think it does.
I think it does.
So I would like. Let me actually read the rules of this. Burst 2.
I'm gonna have to
10-foot cube.
I'm gonna have to start tracking mag size.
That's why I got the ammo belt. So I have 60
you're
shots.
way ahead of me. Nice. Perfect.
So 10.
You
10
even
by
made it
10. So just
nice. Yeah.
Just these two. If they could make some saving throws, please.
Sure.
Dexterity saving throw, DC 17.
It's not. It's not your turn. It's my turn.
That's a matter of opinion.
It's always my turn.
Our turn.
Fail. And then both of them. Yeah. Let's see. Fail. DM rolling has been coming through strong for the saves, though, for sure.
Let me make sure this isn't half. Take weapons normal damage. 21.
Okay, he dies. Or the bottom guy dies. The other guy takes 21, you said?
Yes, please.
They both die.
Nice.
And they both make a con save.
Fuck those space
Yes. Actually, I think technically only one of them has to, because the way burst works, declare one creature that would be affected in addition to the normal damage.
Well, I rolled high anyway this time,
so we get to loot them.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Yep.
Okay, so they both die. Now these other two guys are going to try shooting you.
Dexterity saving throw, please.
Or I'll do one at a time. So guy on the left first. What was the DC again?
17.
Okay, fail.
So he and I can get the south guy in the 10-foot cube as well. So
I will roll him too then. That passes the dex save.
6, 8, 17 kinetic.
This is for full damage?
Yes.
Okay.
And then if they make it, I believe they take no damage.
Oh yeah, right.
It is a function of the gunner style that would make them take damage anyway.
Don't have yet.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as the guy shooting died, that means I will get a second chance to shoot this guy when he shoots me.
Exactly.
Is he going to shoot me now?
Yeah.
I will shoot him regularly. Does a 24 hit him?
Yes.
God. I need to go to bed soon, but I'm just fascinated by this.
17 kinetic and a DC 14 con save. All right, never mind.
DC 13.
DC 13.
We're going to be saying that a lot, aren't we? Okay, he's good.
Wiped out a squad as they tried to shoot him.
That is what this man is for. He's the anti-boarding tech. Just imagine this man instead of all those rebel troopers in episode 4, and you have my goal.
He is a genocide that walks like a man.
Wait, just attack anytime he gets targeted by an attack?
Within 30 feet of him.
Within 30 feet of weapon attack thing, I think, is just in general. But I do a lot better within 30 feet of me. And if you move within 30 feet of me, then I also shoot you.
Yes.
It doesn't take your reaction, it just happens?
It does take my reaction, but I took the Sentinel Mastery so that I have extra reactions.
Special reactions just
specifically for attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
How many people now have multiple reactions? Three? Do you have it too? Many
At least 3.
So half the party, pretty much? Okay.
I want extra reactions.
I'm picturing that meme format where the two of you at desk.
Go to sleep, Miles.
Okay. I will bid you all good night.
Okay, good night, Miles.
This is tremendously entertaining. I've had a lot of fun. Good night, all.
Good night.
I guess I'll tell other people to attack.
Would anyone else like to shoot me?
Yeah, this guy right up here, the guy closest to you up top is going to try.
All right, I would like him and shoulder pad boy behind him to make DC 17 dex.
They both fail.
Nice.
Oh my god.
That is 17 kinetic damaggio. And shoulder pad guy could make a DC 14 con save against 2 extra acid damage.
Yes.
That's fucking cheap.
Okay. That save fails.
All right, so he takes 2 extra acid damage on top of the kinetic.
Wait.
And this guy is disadvantaged to shoot me now.
And he's dead, also.
Also that.
I was really hoping we would finish this combat before Jad even got a turn. Because of
I'm doing my best.
He's trying.
But I actually need to double check the wording on my last reaction. I might not be able to use it for this. If I can just find it.
I don't think I can see him. Right? I can't see Shane.
You can hear the shotgun though.
I can't see you though.
Rauta's just on the other side of the wall.
No, I did say that these gates are open.
Yeah.
Hold on. Aurora's there. Yeah, you can just see him.
Okay.
No, I can use the last one. I just can't use my proficiency bonus in the attack roll. So, last One more attack of opportunity. One more reaction. One more attack of opportunity.
You can kind of see him. You kind of have to like strain past Rauta, but you can see him. Rauta has a pretty clear view.
Rauta is really just gleefully watching this.
Okay, yeah, shoulder pad is gonna try.
All right.
Actually, no, shoulder pad is gonna. Hold on.
Oh.
Is
he gonna move first?
No. He's gonna say, "Squad, throw thermal detonators."
Oh no!
Into the crowd, quick!
Oh, make the tube.
And he will pull out a thermal detonator, prime it, and throw it at you. Make a DC 14 Dex save.
19.
Okay. Do you have any kind of resistances or anything?
No, I didn't. I didn't take the fun build.
Okay. Cool. So you take half of 20, which is 10.
Ow.
Combination of what is it? I think it's kinetic and fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, screaming hot shrapnel. A few bits of it gets through the gaps in your armor and burns your flesh.
The Separatist anthem continues to blare.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do they actually have one in canon?
I asked, and Tim's response was the soundtrack. So
okay,
they do now.
There is there's probably some like separatist themes in Clone Wars. If you were to like watch through the show, you'd probably be able to pick them out, and if you were to be thinking that way as you watched. So I think there's probably there was like an official like this is the like how there's a theme of the Republic Army, and so technically this is like the Droid Army theme, but for me it's as good as a Separatist theme. It's appropriately grand, and I was like, no, yeah, that's what you would play as a frontline.
And I was exactly the right age when Phantom Menace came out.
Yeah, same.
I think the Robot Army was really cool.
Same.
Oh yeah,
that was one of the coolest things I had ever seen.
As a Star Wars nerd, it could not have been.
Still is.
Like I was in middle school, I was like, "Oh, this is my Star Wars. I'm alive, and it's new." And
okay.
they literally handed out Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi.
Give me 2 more dex saves, Caleb.
They've found the way around build. 19 and a 25.
Oh no.
Okay, you take half of 18, which is 9, and half of 29, which is 14.
Ow. Ow.
The other troopers around there are dead. And the ones down in the pit aren't part of this engagement, so they won't go right now. Okay, so I think those are all the troopers we have on the field that are active right now. I guess there's the second. There is the second. Oh, I never put the walker on, so I think I'll just make it go. Well, I'll roll it.
All right.
Go
last. It rolled low anyway, so it actually rolled last. So what I think I will do, we'll just. I think we can wrap up at the end of this round, and then next round it will go first, and then it'll go, and then Ty will go. That way, I can deal with the fact that he's very entangled with this creature, with the actual person here.
Makes sense to me.
But yeah, I rolled a fucking 5. For my walker. Good old DM rolling is back. And okay, so the troopers are done. It's Jat's turn. Just arrow me where you want to go, and I will move you and the speeder.
I'm gonna go, I guess, 120 feet, like here. So
okay, yeah, cool.
Next to whoever that is, Aurora.
That's Aurora.
I don't know if I could see anybody from there.
You can. The gates are open, so these things with like the spikes, they're like above the gate. They're like, but this whole area is open.
Yeah, but
oh, you can't. Oh, well, you said I can't see anybody. You can see Rauta and Shame and civilians. You can't see any enemies. That is true. I just wanted to be clear that you can see some people.
Off my speeder, I don't know if I would be able to. If I got here, would I be able to see? I guess I would be able to see that.
You have to use half your movement to get off, but you could get to a place where you could see.
Yeah, 15 feet's enough to.
You could go. You could go one to the right of that. Yeah. Even, but if you wanted to be closer, but yeah, if you need to be 5 feet closer, you can do that too. But either way, what did you have in mind?
I'm just gonna call lightning again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not really shit else I can do from this far out, so.
That's fair. And that is a good ass fucking spell, so.
Yeah, and they're in a 5-foot radius.
So they all have to make DC 16 dexterity save.
All three of them? Okay.
Yes, for the 5-foot radius.
Okay, so the middle one passes, the other two fail.
This motherfucker.
They take 19 damage.
Hell yeah.
Nice. 19, or the one that passes takes 9.
Yeah.
Or 2 passed, sorry. 1 failed. I think I might have said that wrong, but 2 of them take 9, 1 of them takes 19. Okay.
Alright, that's my whole turn.
So this guy dies. The 19 guy dies.
Good.
Good, fuck that dude.
And the one with the pauldron looks rough. Is past bloody, basically. Or they both, both of the guys who made their saves are still bloodied. So good job. Alright. Anything else, Jat?
No, that's pretty much everything. That doesn't really have a lot of bonus actions. Wizards almost never do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though you're kind of not a wizard, but yeah, still.
He could have taken Quicken.
Fair. Alright, so go ahead, Tom.
Merle.
All right.
Just arrow me your coordinates and I will send it.
All right, so I'm just thinking. So this is a 2-seater, right? That Ty just got to.
Yes, it's like a front and back 2-seat walker.
All right, so if I can, I'm gonna do kind of mirror the move that Ty did to like jump my speeder, and then go for the hole and try and get the other pilot out.
Right, because I'd say you'd have to like get out of your suit to fit past Ty into the thing.
Okay.
But I'll allow you to just sort of rocket out of it, just gloop out of it.
Leave the suit on the speeder.
Can I leave the suit like still
It's still holding the handles.
All right, so I'll do that and I'll just like swap in.
The speeder just sort of drifts like when you jump out of a car in GTA. But there's still a guy on it, sort of. It's amazing. Make me an athletics or acrobatics.
All right, I'll do acrobatics. That's a 24.
All right, you're able to slide in past Ty how you want to.
Cool, and I'll attack the other guy.
So first guy hasn't been attacked by Ty, but is screaming at this point. Then second guy just suddenly slime.
Slime.
He's been slimed.
So that is
Get absolutely slimed on.
the 21 to hit.
You freak.
All right.
That hits. Wait, did Ty attack?
Yeah, he
did kill him. No, he did kill him. You're right.
Yeah.
Because of the not on his turn, but or on Aurora's turn. That's right. That's why I forgot. So yeah, you're right. Okay.
11 kinetic damage.
Okay. He's still alive, but he's very fucked up.
Okay, I'll hit him again.
Yeah.
Hit him again.
That's a dirty 20.
Nice, you got him.
Okay. That is 9 kinetic damage.
Okay, he's dead.
So it's like he just yells like slime, and just his head gets like engulfed.
Yeah.
Then it snaps his neck.
His mouth, his screaming suddenly muffles.
And instead of like moving him out of the way, what Murr does is kind of creates like kills him and then covers him in kind of a membrane.
Becomes a skin.
And uses his body.
Yes.
To control.
It's horrifying.
You have a new suit now.
Yeah.
You have a meat suit.
That's kind of horrifying. You just totally surround his spine, like through his nose and through the back of his neck, and crush his neck like that way. That's the scariest thing imaginable.
Are you just possessing him now?
Pretty much, just turn him into Goo Man.
Yep.
Dead Goo Man is now under our control.
Yeah.
A goo man with a goo mech.
And like over time, he will like
Start to dissolve.
Be dissolving the entire time.
First, the uniform starts to just slowly get little rips in it. You can see.
This is bad.
Okay, so yeah, you functionally have you functionally will be able to drive this on your next turn if you desire.
Perfect.
The question is whether I don't think you've learned how to drive a walker, so we're gonna have some fun skill checks.
Okay, awesome. I'm
next time.
What Murr says as he's just like clicking all these buttons.
One of these is certainly the go button.
Oh, maybe I should have asked this guy how to drive this thing.
I pity you can't just like
speak with
yoink knowledge from people you eat.
Yeah, right.
You like be in their brain and like look up the information.
Although over in D&D 5e, you could play as the plasmid and have speak with dead, so you could do the same thing, but then also just talk to the guy.
That's nightmarish.
That is pretty
What was your experience being murdered by slime?
Please, can you fill out a review for me, real?
Was it properly terrible? On a scale of 1 to 10, how terrifying was death by slime possession?
Every time.
Hello, new itinerant. I'm Ophelia, the one who's been assigned to your brain. Welcome to the fold.
Cancel.
You're going to notice that things are going to be different soon.
Cancel my card.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not an action that I'm able to do. I'll have to move that up to my manager.
My manager.
Speak to a supervisor.
You just come back to a different way.
Well, I think...
Oh, it's me, Cordelia. I'm here to...
Alright,
I think that is an amazing turn to be our last turn.
Yeah.
Good work.
Absolutely nightmarish note to end the episode on.
Good fucking work, everybody.
Just a little bit of body horror. Never hurt nobody.
And we still don't know Shane's actual name, do we?
No.
Nah, I'll leave him Blake and roll 20 till he introduces himself.
Kevin.
That would be such a letdown.
Kevin?
Yeah, his name was something stupid like Evan.
But what if it's like 2 V's and 2 E's?
No.
Like a cool Star Wars spell.
Absolutely not.
Or maybe there's a hyphen in there, like Evan.
No.
I am grateful
Elon
that I'm grateful that God has introduced Shame in exactly the situation he is designed for, with a bunch of stormtroopers within a 30-foot radius. Like, that was very kind of you to let the character do what he was made to do. I'm very happy.
And it's about time we have a place where a small group of Imperials are very isolated and we can just smack down, because up until this point, any sign of Imperials has been our cue to leave, which makes absolute sense. And I've never had a reason or situation that called for absolutely chasing you down and cornering you either, so it's about time.
Yes.
And we don't have one of our team members run away every time they're there, so
we don't
that
have
helps
Clue
too.
anymore.
We've
Yeah,
now traded polarities on our imp magnet.
Yeah.
He's now attracted strongly to where they are so that he may kill them.
Yeah, there's a Star Destroyer in orbit. Cool, let's find a way onto it.
Where's the? We need to sabotage we need to sabotage the power core, obviously.
Yeah.
That's very problematic in a different way. We're gonna have to keep him off Star Destroyers now.
Yeah.
So instead of being a leash, he needs to be on a leash. Is
Yes.
what
Yes, we have taken the dynamic and we have reversed it.
How does it feel?
Yeah. Now one of you has to be the voice of reason. Ha!
Time to learn how to make sense.
Chad is not going to be very happy about that.
I imagine not.
Chad would probably be the voice of reason after a while, but like he's not going to be happy about it.
Roundtree is going to immediately begin figuring out how to make trank darts that penetrate that armor. Oh, we're not having that blowgun.
Caleb, you have my permission to use Muffles Vega. I could do that. That's, if you need a name.
I have a name.
I have a name.
I have
It's not for not having one.
I have a name that is appropriate for my species, and also kind of fits for his role as an anti-boarding specialist.
Suit yourself.
Yep.
But also, Shame is just funny because he's just loading a shotgun.
Look,
all the
nicknames
time.
are a thing. It's totally fine.
Yeah, we might
for
just
that
end
to
up calling him Shame.
Yeah.
It's just then I will have to figure out a reason for it to be there. So I can add more shameful things to his backstory, I guess.
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be something he's ashamed of.
Oh.
It can just be like the original sense of the meme is like, well, too bad I have to kill things now.
Yeah.
It's more it's sarcastic, so.
Oh boy, there I go again.
Such a shame.
Such a shame if I'd have to blow up that Star Destroyer. That kind of thing.
Call yourself shame. It's a joke.
It'd be a crying shame if something were to happen.
Yeah.
It's almost a promise in that context. It's a promise something bad's going to happen.
It's like, well, I warned. Yeah, it's basically like, well, we warned you, kind of thing. Too bad.
It's also a good go-to for any time the party makes a plan that he doesn't agree with and is going to just ignore.
Yeah.
Oh, shame. It's a good plan.
Or like
shame.
a plan that you will fuck up, like a stealth mission.
Yeah. Oh, I have multiple things that give me disadvantage on stealth.
Including enjoying loud noises.
Yeah, loud noises, loud music, loud armor.
That's where going down.
Several lessons from now, we're just keeping you in cryo storage and airdropping you into combat zones before we go in.
Yeah, it's just.
I think Terry might have something to say about that. So I don't know how well that plan's going to work out.
Caleb,
They don't even know yet.
Caleb, we're not playing Warhammer, right? This is not a Warhammer game. I know we talked about playing a Warhammer game, but this is that.
Why did you make a Space Marine? Wrong game.
I didn't make a Space Marine.
I know.
He has a shotgun, not a bolt gun.
Yeah.
This is
entirely different.
He's Doom guy.
Yeah, he's arguing.
Yeah, he is Doom guy coded as hell.
2 franchises that I have not much interaction with.
That's
Oops.
fair. It's okay. Hey, how about Master Chief?
Someone better for me. Yeah, I kind of know where I'm going.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're getting somewhere.
I have a blue AI that I want to fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Their name is Clue.
Clutana.
Oh no!
I absolutely would be the sort of person to make two characters and have both of them want to fuck each other. That is absolutely something I would do.
You thought he left his wife to save them from the Empire.
I mean, we haven't. James hasn't taken the mask off. This could be May.
I don't think he's
True. That would have been hilarious. Just like
that, I should have done that. If only I had the role playing range.
It was definitely one-way mirror going on with that one.
Like anyone who meets Wonder Woman.
He simped for her, and she was like, "I don't know that I know who you are. You're that Padawan." Like as if there's.
That's gonna be really funny when if he does end up coming back as an Inquisitor.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah. Especially because like once Rauta puts 2 and 2 together on that, he is absolutely going to very loudly tell Inquisitor Chattels, you lost your shit over someone who isn't even completely aware of your existence, someone who you stalked for years.
I didn't stalk her. We were on the same ship, you freak.
I think it would be high drama to have Jat and Chels in a fight to the death.
Why?
Because you fought alongside each other, and Jat is not a fight to the death kind of a guy.
Exactly. It would. Yeah. He wouldn't want to do it. That's why it would make it emotionally impactful.
Yeah.
Also, I promise you, Rauta will not let that be a fair fight.
Yeah, Jack doesn't do one-on-one fights. He doesn't know how to use his lightsaber.
Yeah, I know. That's why it wouldn't. I'm not saying it'd be a long
He
fight.
would unleash his power of the Force.
Yeah.
It would be like when, if someone tries to step on Yoda and isn't very good with telekinesis, he would just flick him to the side.
Yeah.
Not that that's the comparison here, but not that that's what's gonna. Not that that's a very good comparison, because Chels is a strong opponent, but the point being, a duel can be won with Force powers.
Jat, I don't think has ever swung his lightsaber at anybody.
You did on that guy who tried to steal you, I think.
Yeah.
You've done a couple times. I think the one guy remember the guy who picked you up and tried to cart you off to claim the Jedi bounty?
Yeah, but I kept force lightning, and I also did.
Oh yeah, I guess you did call lightning on him.
The telekinesis shield or whatever.
I mean, there's an entire one of the primary lightsaber forms that the Old Republic Jedi used had no attacks in its orthodox doctrine. People just would add in attacks to it, like Obi-Wan. But the actual move set is entirely defensive. So you're coming from a culture where it's totally normal to only use the lightsaber to defend yourself, and then use your force powers to attack if you have to. It's not so much that the duel wouldn't work mechanically. It's more just that it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be something he would want to do.
Yeah.
I think canonically is Jed is one of the reasons he got kicked out of being a Jedi is because he's just so bad at using his lightsaber.
Yeah, exactly. And in a big climactic duel that's meaningful, whether it's Chels or somebody else, Jet's the kind of person who would do the Luke Skywalker, turn off your lightsaber, throw it away, and win that way kind of person anyway. He would drop his potentially the way Jat might approach a situation like that is just turn off his lightsaber and say, "No, Chels, I'm not fighting you. You're my friend, and you can kill me if you want, but I'm not fighting you."
It's like, do you think this will make a difference in whether I swing at you? Simply because you are defenseless.
I honestly think
But
Chad would really, he would stop you with his brain.
Yes.
He would make Shells not want to fight him anymore, just with the sheer force of like brain fuckery.
that would be his play, yeah, for sure. But I guess we'll have to see how we'll have to make that encounter happen so that you guys can actually, so that you folks can actually play it out.
I just want his armor to look like the second sister, where like they poured him into it. He's just the guy version of. It's just like the camera is just like, wow, okay.
Just Chels, are you wearing latex? And is your
But
fucking
by the way, if anyone who's watching who doesn't know what we're talking about, there's a different character that June was running that left the party earlier, and is suspected to have become an Imperial Inquisitor.
It's either that or they killed him, and you know. I mean,
a disappearance occurred, and that's the knowledge that the party has.
I just hope that I gave DM a really fun toy. Yeah. we will do at least 2 levels probably before we see him again. So he'll just be nastier than I ever thought he was going to be. Because Tim will just take up the game and be like, now play. We'll get the
Well, if he does come after us, be a crying shame for him.
Oh yeah, no, that would be. It would be really, really fun for Route to just use every single possible curse and debuff in his arsenal on one post.
How do lightsabers deal with explosives?
I do have these 5 thermal detonators here for something. But I think I'm going to also...
Good game, y'all. Thanks for playing. Good work.
Good game. Good session, good running, good time.
Good game, good night.
My lightsaber might be not bad.
Caleb, I just wish you could do a... Oh, he's gone.
Nope.
I was going to ask if you could do a Cajun accent, but maybe next time. I don't mind hearing Hollis again. I like Hollis.
Yeah.
I like the Hoss voice with a completely different attitude. That is, I'm very excited for.
Oh, yes. Haven't really started using my reactions to add damage to people's attacks yet, and I could have maybe done it once, but I don't know Shane, so I'm not going to give him free stuff until I know him. I was hoping you would do something.
I mean, you know that he will kill Imperials, so if you want Imperials dead, you know,
yeah.
I'm sure he'd be happy to have a commander strike from you.
Oh, no, this actually wouldn't be Commander Strike. This is actually one
whatever
of my...
it is.
Okay.
What is it?
It's Targeted Strike. It makes use of a reaction instead of a bonus action.
Oh, cool.
Targeted Strike is a fun one.
Yeah, it's nice. I can do Aurora in more than one way, which is kind of cool. Like I said, though, I needed to modify her sheet because there was a bunch of stuff I was leaving on the table.
I feel I had to really look at a lot of options. Having 2 options is fucking crazy pants. And you also took the same malleable maneuvering feat that feat discovery.
Yep.
Which I think one of the insane things is that 2 of our 5 discoveries I know are exactly the same analysis and malleable maneuvering.
Yeah, you took the good ones.
Mental prowess, 2 lifelong learnings, a malleable maneuvering, and a perfect maneuver.
Oh, you have perfect maneuver.
Yeah, because the threshold seems better because I'm going to get a D8 sooner than later, which means the lowest I can do is a 3.
Nope, that's very fair.
Oof.
I really like the idea of having a threshold for it.
Yeah.
Next time you get a discovery, fairly soonish, I think. I forget. We're on the same track with it. But consider taking targeted analysis.
That'll be 9th level.
Because when you get that, you can't have disadvantage on targets of your critical analysis. Where you can plink people with a holdout from 120 fucking feet away if you critical analyzed them when they were within 60.
No, regrettably, I'm on the deepest slump, save for the end of the Scholar pipeline, where I'm in the middle of 4 levels of 5 discoveries. I won't get one again until which is 11.
All right, I'm gonna wrap up the stream. So glad we all got to do this. It was a lot of fun. Hope you all had fun. We sure did. Hope you're able to laugh, even if it was at our expense. And we hope that if anything's weighing on you, it feels a little lighter after hanging out online with friends. Now we're gonna raid over to Savala, my good friend, playing Scum. We love to raid over there. And stand by for the raid, but until next time, bye.